Hey guys, welcome back to Chit-Chaturday. So today I wanted to continue yet again my series on things I cannot live without. And I've had some requests from you guys to do brushes next. So I have all of my brushes that out of my collection I use the most, like every day. These are my go-to brushes for different face products, eye products, lip products. No, not lip brushes. I don't use lip brushes. But basically these are the brushes I use the most, can't live without, must have, holy grail, use them every day. Like if you're going to buy some brushes, these are the ones I recommend. So I will link below all of the other videos that I've done in this series. So if you've missed any, you can head on over and check those out. And let me know in the comments down below what you would like to see next. Now you might want to refer to the list of the things I've done. And if you asked me to do eyeshadows, I have done a couple eyeshadow palette tags, which really quite honestly cover the topic of eyeshadow palettes in general. So I have the Perfect Palette tag, the Perfect Palette tag 2, the Eyeshadow Junkie tag. I'll link those 3 videos below too, so you can just click on those if you're interested. And let's just get started with the brushes. So I'm going to start with face brushes. I'm going to start with the powder brush that I use. Yeah, the powder brush. So this is the Sephora Pro Precision Powder Brush number 59. This is the brush I use for powder. Now there are several other shaped powder brushes out there. There are much larger ones. I prefer a tapered brush for several reasons. I find if I'm in a pinch, I can use this to set my under eye. I like to have a precise powder brush so I don't get it everywhere, because I am a person who tends to get a little out of control, do things quickly. Powder can end up everywhere. I love a precise brush. It just does the work for me. I can really just powder where I need it, which is typically in my T-zone. And then I set my under eye concealer, and whatever is left on the brush, I don't put powder on the sides of my face, but whatever is left, I just kind of tap there, so that when I go in with my powdered blush and bronzer and highlighter, it doesn't get streaky and it blends well. So this is the brush that I prefer. It's soft, it's tapered, it washes up well. I've had this for a few years now. I really enjoy this brush. It really gets the job done. Yes, there are other like larger brushes like this, but I just don't prefer that. I prefer something more precise for my face products. So this is the powder brush that I love. Let's talk about bronzer. I use this brush every day. This is my bronzer brush. I don't use anything else. I tried to use something else today and I just couldn't do it. This is the only thing I like. This is the multitask brush from Real Techniques. This is what I use for my bronzer. I love it because I can come straight on with this. I love it because it's soft enough and it's a little bit tapered. Just a little bit. So it's not completely domed. I don't know, it's just fluffy enough that it can really bronze your face, but it's not too big, nor is it too small where you feel like it takes forever to bronze. It just gets the job done. Guys, I have 3 containers of brushes sitting here. I just don't reach for these other brushes. You're thinking, well, why do you have them? Well, for backups. When these are dirty, then of course I reach for other things. But this is what I love. This is the only bronzer brush I really, really enjoy. And I know there's other higher end ones that people like, but gosh, this is like Real Techniques. You can pick this up at Ulta, and I think other places this is sold now, but I love this brush. The multitask brush is a must-have for bronzer. Now I have 2 blush brushes. My first brush that I found for blush that I loved is the Real Techniques one. Now this particular one came in a kit from QVC, but Ulta does make one that is the same bristles and all that, whatever. The handle just looks different. But this was purchased before It Cosmetics made brushes for Ulta, so this is a few years old, and like I said about QVC, you might be able to find the same exact one, but I'm not sure. But I'll link whatever I can find below. So soft. I love that it's angled because you can just really come at it nicely. I love these. Washes well. I can't even tell you how many times I've washed this. It's just a beautiful, beautiful brush. One that is not much, but probably a quarter of the price, no, maybe half the price, is the Morphe E4 brush. So equally, oh my gosh, they're both super soft. This one's still a little bit softer, but this is very soft. In fact, when I first got this Morphe brush, because I just ordered a few brushes after all the hype and whatever, and I don't usually buy into hype. I just don't. I like to figure it out for myself kind of thing, whether I like it or not, and if I do like it, I'll bring it to you guys. But this E4 brush, when I first opened it, I was shocked how soft it was for the price. It's so nice. It feels so much more luxurious than it costs. And not everything is like that. Sometimes things cost not a lot and they don't feel luxurious at all. They just feel cheap, you know? I'm not into that. I like things that feel luxurious and work like a luxury product but don't cost you an arm and a leg. Love this brush. It's smaller. So if you have, like, my face is pretty tapered, but I would say if you don't want to take like forever to do your blush, this would probably get it done quicker because it's wider. This one's a little bit smaller, so it really depends if you like a more precise brush or not, but oh, they're both delicious. This brush I have to mention because this is the only brush I use for cream products. It's the e.l.f. Small Stipple brush. It's $3. I use this with the most with my Chanel Soleil de Tan cream bronzer, but if I'm going to use a cream blush, I usually use this to blend it out as well. $3, can't go wrong. I've had like 3 or 4 of these just because the glue does come loose in here and this falls off, but I don't care. It's $3. I'll just go buy a new one. Love it. I love that it's small. It's not huge. So I have, like, say the one from Sigma, but this is too fluffy. It's not dense enough. So when you do go to apply, it's just, how do I explain? Like, this is more dense and I can blend it out better, whereas this, it's so lightweight that I feel like it doesn't, I don't like this one. I love this one, and it's like way cheaper. All right, highlighter. This is the brush I use for highlighter. Now, I do love this one as well, but this one's very expensive. This is the NARS Yashio brush, and when I bought this, I ordered it online, and I had no idea it was going to be so lightweight and flimsy. I was like, you cost how much money? But I do love this brush. I like to use this for highlighter. You can contour with this if you want because of its unique shape. You can also use it for bronzer if you wanted to. I do like this for highlighter. But this past, how many months have I had this? I think I got this last fall. I don't know. I talked to you guys about it when I had first got it. But it's the Morphe M501. This is what I use for highlighter now. It's much smaller, very precise. Now, if you order this, don't think that these brushes are going to be, this is not super soft. It's a little scratchy. It's not amazingly soft, luxurious, that kind of situation, but it's precise. So some things I like for their preciseness, other things I love for their all-around performance, and you know what I mean? Some things are a total package, other things you just use because it's practical. I love this one for highlighter. It just gets the job done. So that's Morphe M501. Oh, this is my everyday brush that I use to set my concealer. It's the only thing that I use. Now, I did say sometimes if I'm lazy, I'll use this. That is the truth. But if it's clean, this is what I use every single day. The Real Techniques setting brush. It's perfection for setting underneath your eyes. I put a little bit of powder, tap it off, and just tap. Done. That's it. I love how small it is. I find that, like, I see some people use, like, say, that's, okay, I just used it today because this was over there. But, like, stuff like this, like the Morphe E3, I actually use this for bronzing today. But this is huge for underneath your eyes. I don't know. I guess it just depends on your face shape. You know what I mean? Like, what you like. I like this because it's small and I can't get carried away with this, you know, because I get carried away with everything. Setting brush by Real Techniques, must have. All right, so now I have a whole slew of eye brushes, which this is important to me. Over the course of learning how to do makeup, truly, I've learned how to do makeup over the course of a public platform here on YouTube. Some things are slightly embarrassing, but you know what? I just like to keep it real. I'm just like you, you're just like me. I just happen to sit down and talk to you, and you just watch me. But I've learned what brushes I need for my eyes and how I like to do my eyes, and I need precise brushes, okay? And I've learned that there are several options. Like, I started with brushes. The first brush set I ever bought was a Sigma brush set. I don't remember what it was called, but it was this, and you know, it came in the round tube. They might still have it. These work great. But since then, I've discovered specific ones I really like. Not just Sigma, but I'm just telling you those were the first ones I started with so you know where I'm coming from. Let's start with Cream Shadow. This is my favorite brush for applying cream shadow. It's the Airbrush Precision Shadow Brush number 112 from It Cosmetics. I like this because it's not too domed, like say, like a flat top one like this. It's a little bit too dense, number one. Number two, it's too square. I like that this can get in my creases because of my eye shape. I have a deep crease, so I like a brush like this to really blend it out nicely. And so it's fluffy, but it's kind of skinnier like this, you know what I mean? I really like this brush. It's great for applying cream shadow. I just kind of can dust it on, or I can blend it out. It's just a nice little brush. The other cream shadow brush I like to use, especially with cream shadow sticks, like say, I love this color by Mally. It's called Sugar. It's a great all over the lid color. Or if you're going to do a darker color, like I've done one shadow looks with like the Laura Mercier cream shadow sticks. So you want to draw this onto your lid. This works absolutely perfectly to blend out and make it look like you spent 5 hours on your eyeshadow when you spent 5 minutes. The Morphe E22. I love it because it's fluffy. It comes to a point, it almost comes to an angled point. I don't know, maybe that's intentional. I'm not sure. All I know is this works great to blend out that crease. It just, a beautiful cream shadow brush, must have. Between the two brushes there, you're good for blending out your cream shadow. This one's going to be a little bit more, you're going to be able to blend it out better. This is more for application, I would say. This is more for blending. All right, now we have shadows. So let's start with crease. This is a must-have. They're all must-haves. Okay, so this is the Sephora Pro Crease number 10. This is the brush that I use. The first shadow I ever apply is my crease shade. Well, unless I'm doing like a light color all over to set my cream, like painterly or whatever else. Like today I did a cream color all over and then I'll just dust it. But this is what I used for my crease shade. The Sephora Pro number 10. It's really fluffy. It's really soft. It blends everything out. It's compared to like say the Sigma one. This Sigma one's scratchier. The Sephora one's softer. The shapes are going to be kind of similar. Am I showing you? Yes, I am. This is the E40. The shapes are going to be kind of similar here. But I love the fluffiness of this one. And if you look closely, you might not be able to see this, but I'll explain to you that it's slightly dual fibered. Slightly. This one is a lot more dense, so this really blends out better, the Sephora one. Number 10. Love it. Do we have any other ones? Another crease one I love is the Wayne Goss number 3. So soft. You can't go wrong with the Wayne Goss brushes. I have several. Let's just go there. Number 3 I love for all over blending. Number 19. This is the most recent brush that I got from his, and I'll compare it to the number 3. Okay, so the number 3 is right here, and this is the 19. The 19 is going to be a little bit smaller, slightly more precise because it comes to a tip here. So you can use this to like apply shadow to the lid or blend out your crease. But that's 3 and that's 19. You can't go wrong with his brushes. They make you look like a makeup artist because they blend your shadow that well. Like, it's just incredible. I don't know how to explain it other than the fact that when I use them, my eyeshadow look never lets me down. It's always on point, even if I started clueless, had no idea what I'm doing. And honestly, I still don't know what I'm doing. Like, I sit down, have an idea, and then it doesn't always come out the way I want it to. Unless I use his brushes. Like, he just makes it look so soft, so blurred, so effortless, so on point. Love it. The other ones I have by him are the number 4 and the number 6. So we have 4 right here, and this is the 6. The 6 and the 4 are even smaller than these blending brushes. So these are more crease. These are going to be more like detailed crease work. And I love them both. Like, I would say that the 4 I would use for like the second color I would apply after starting with my first. And then the third, since it's even more smaller and precise, I would do darker colors with that smaller, precise brush. I tend to go, the smaller the brush, the darker the shadow, the lighter the eyeshadow, the fluffier the brush. That's just what I do. You can also use this number 6 brush to apply color all over the lid. It's just really neat. I love his brushes. And the last brush I have from him is number 5. I use this for the darkest shadow I'm going to apply, whether it be a dark chocolate brown, a dark purple, a dark navy, a dark black. It's really small and precise. This is the kind of brush I use for that deep outer V work. Really, really soft. Not soft. Really small, precise circles is what I use this brush for. Just to really, really stay in here and blend. Way out here. It works great for that. So that's the number 5. Now you can buy his eye brushes in a set. I'll have that linked, and I'll link his brushes individually too, so that if you'd rather just, buy one, then you can do that. Let's talk about a couple Hakihodo, Chakihodo, Shikihodo, Chikahodo. I don't know, it's C-H-I-K. It just makes me think of Chick-fil-A. The Chick-fil-A brushes, okay? We have the GSN 9 and the GSN 10. Oh, how I love these brushes. This is a beautiful, beautiful brush for that all-over lid application. It's not too big. I would compare it to, I'll just grab these 2 brushes because these come in a Sigma kit. You may or may not have these. The E55 and the E60. This one's too thick from Sigma, too thick. This one's too long. Like, I go to apply that and I get it all the way up in my crease, especially if you're working with like glittery stuff. You don't want glitter all up everywhere. I just love this one. It's so soft. It's so soft. It's tapered. It's really thin this way. So it's not like you have to pat because the brush is too thick. It doesn't pick up enough product. This is thinner, so it picks up more product. It's just, love it. Love it. And that's the number 9. The number 10 is the most beautiful crease brush ever created. Love this one. It looks like this. I believe these are made of like goat or squirrel hair or something. I could make that up. I'm not sure. All I know is that I love how lightweight, so you can hold it out here without the brush falling, and you know what I mean? Like, you can have a light grip on it, but still have the preciseness of it. Like, still have control over what you're doing. It's a nice tapered brush. I like to use this for my crease work. So I'll start with my one shade, like a crease shade or whatever, transition shade, whatever it's called. And then like the second color I use to deepen that up is what I use this brush for. I love it. So next we're going to move into some more detailed brushes, more precise. This is by Zoeva, number 228 Luxe Crease. This is the same concept that I would use this brush for, where I'm doing a second color. I'm deepening up my crease. So this is the number 228. It's a little bit longer. So if you're doing a darker color and you don't want to pick up as much product, this is longer. The bristles on this are longer, so you're really able to diffuse that color, because like the shorter the bristles, the more you're gonna it's not gonna blend as much. So like if you have a longer, this ferrule, or not this, whatever this is called right here, it's longer, so it really helps blend out and diffuse the color. I love this brush. It's really nice and lightweight. I love a lot of Zoeva's brushes. I did want to give this one a mention, and that's number 228, and the other one I really like is 227. This one is called the Luxe Soft Definer. This one's even more different because this one's kind of like rounded. This one is more pinched and then kind of like a square. And I like to take this one for that outer V work, even just to kind of like set the color down where I want it, because it's like the perfect outer V setting down thing, because you can kind of put it in like this. You can even blend it out this direction because of how it's shaped. It's just really different than any of my other eye brushes, so I love these because they're just different shapes than some of the average brushes you see a lot. So I do love those too. This is another tapered blending brush that I enjoy from Sigma, Small Tapered Blending E45. I prefer this one over their E40 because it's tapered. I like to use this one in the crease as well. Now you'll notice that I don't have, like, say, I do like this other one, but I'm just showing you the ones I reach for the most. Like, say, the MAC 217, whatever the Sigma equivalent of that is. I do love and enjoy those brushes, but I use these first. So I use these first, and then if those are really dirty, I'll reach for those because I like the more preciseness of these. The MAC 217 is great, but it's a little bit too fluffy and thick. I prefer something more tapered. Do you see how that's tapered like that? You can really get in there and blend it out. So this is the E45. Love that. Okay. If I can't do any sort of darker gradient eye, like today I only used 2 colors in my crease and a color in my lid, so I just used 3 shadows. So I didn't need this brush. But if I'm gonna do, and now if I were to go next and darken it up, I would use this brush, and I have 2 of them. I don't know why I'm showing you 2 of them, but I can't live without this brush. It's a blending brush from Sigma E36. Super, super tiny. This is what I use to apply the really scary dark colors to deepen up my look. Oh, I get so scared every time. It never fails. I dip it in there. I'm like, please don't mess this up. Please don't mess this up. This brush helps me with that because you can only do a little area at a time. So you start small and blend, and then you can add. And this just helps me not go crazy with the dark colors. So this is the E36. Really, really small, but really helps me add that dark color in without being like, whoa, that's way too much. Okay. Best pencil brush ever created, the Morphe E36. I have several pencil brushes from different brands. This is the best. It is the softest. It diffuses the color the best. It's not too dense, but it's not too flimsy. It just creates the most beautiful shadow, like penciled, diffused eyeshadow look ever. It is the best. I have Sigmas. I have some cheapy ones. I have random ones. Like, this is the best pencil brush ever. Morphe E36. You just need it. And this, I use this a lot too. This is the smudge brush. I use this for my eyeliner a lot. Like, I'll do pencil eyeliner. It's never straight. It's always crooked. It always looks gross. So I always blend it out because that is the foolproof way to apply your shadow or your eyeliner, or to use shadow as eyeliner, is to smudge it out. I used to use a Q-tip, but then I decided just to buy a brush. This is the Smudge E21 from Sigma. It works great to smudge. It's just a smudge brush, but it's nice. It hasn't, like, you know how some brushes they do this. The hairs go like that, like after a while. This is nice. It hasn't fallen apart on me. It just gets the job done. So that is going to do it for all the brushes that I can't live without. These are the best of the best, guys. No need to check out any other video. These are the ones I love and adore. In fact, I think I'm going to keep them in this little cup because these are the ones I reach for all the time. They are my girls. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, if you have any other can't live without type videos you want me to do, leave those requests down below. If you enjoyed, give this video a thumbs up. If you enjoy this series, let me know. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will chat with you soon. Bye.